Welcome.
It's the C-pad.
Yep, to that.
We all have to yell to start episodes at this point. It's just a race to whoever can yell first, I feel
That's
like.
right.
It's
Yeah.
the D-pad.
I'm Rick.
That's why it's
I'm
never
John.
the B-pad, because I'm too
Because
slow.
you don't give a
Oh.
fuck.
It's only the fully pad when I don't know when we've started the
Ah.
episode.
It's literally the C-pad anytime I
What the
am
fuck?
in an episode.
What?
Who died?
Please?
That was just like padding NPC dialogue, but I think they just agreed to just give up on life.
It is like,
and
no,
then
fuck
fell
it.
over.
That's how bad it is in the slums,
Yeah.
dude.
So yeah, I'm sure there are
Because of that
people.
fucking pizza up there.
That
that
fucking
everyone
rotten
here's
pizza.
suffering.
And I'm not getting any of that pizza.
So this is our third
I want some
episode, and it's part of the
pizza.
same like session. We're doing these three in the same like session. I'm sure there are already comments from folks being like, "No, guys, don't do Final Fantasy VII, please."
Well, you don't know my
because of
boss.
how long it is.
Well,
Also,
we're
yeah,
having
that
fun.
Hoodlums again?
the reason is exactly what it will have been when I recorded for the end of the PlayStation Classic
I like
episode.
the
It's like,
texture of
fuck it, this is our
raspberry
10th
skin.
anniversary.
It's like-
We're gonna do some shit.
Hey,
I
and you know
love
what?
how many
If
different comments we've gotten in Resident Evil about me picking up the fire
The fire extinguisher, yeah. It's like, man, we recorded the episode of you getting that like a week before they got to make that comment.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Hey,
god.
that's how it always is. And you know what? If we get 20 hours into this game
And we decide we're like,
we're
meh.
still
What
in
is
Midgar,
this?
and we're like, you know what? Maybe this is a bit too much.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Shunt.
We'll
Or
continue
Lucky Quap.
and play 160 hours of this game.
That's the thing. On the flip side too, if we're 20 hours in and we're in Midgar and we're just having a good fucking time,
We're
then
gonna play
good.
Final Fantasy VII for the next 12 years.
I like to think Barrett just said,
you can all
"Bitch, you
shove
lucky
it."
ass."
This is the
I love
final
the
Let's
idea of-
Play.
I love
Starting
the
here.
Yeah, I love the idea of anyone calling anyone just a filthy ass, not asshole, just an ass.
I like to
I
think
feel like it's even worse to be like
Like a donkey.
You're a slightly unclean ass.
Yeah, we're just like, oh man, nobody is not at least kind of uncomfortable
Like,
at
you-
the concept of a dirty ass.
You
Oh,
tried to
lost
clean, but you
donkey.
didn't do a good job.
Oh, you be dirtified.
Obsolete mule.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were talking about. So this city is like 2 discs,
Yeah.
one disc on top of the other.
Well, this
and
game
that's
was
when we
3
talked about
discs.
the plate.
No, this game is 3 discs.
He just made that joke. What the fuck?
I didn't
I
hear him
real?
because I was too
I
busy
think that's
forming the
why I
joke
was-
in my mind.
that's why I was laughing. I was laughing more at the double joke
Yeah.
than the
It's
joke
like
itself in either
if you've ever
scenario.
seen
loved it.
the spools that 3D printers have their like plastic material on, if you take one of those that's empty and you just put it on its side, that's Midgar.
Yeah,
Plate, another plate on top of it.
I know what you're
And
saying.
one of them is a pizza.
Right, and that's
One
what
or
they
both
mean
of
when
them.
they keep referring to the pizza, the
So-
top disc, which blocks the
but wait.
sun for the bottom areas.
But
the
wait,
slums.
this
That's why they're all
pizza,
pissed.
this pizza has layers.
I think there's artificial
It's a
lights.
deep dish pizza. So Final Fantasy VII, at least for the first act, takes place in Chicago. This is the Chicago of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm
Look
with you
at,
so
I mean,
far.
I would believe that.
It's very Chicago-like.
Everything
Very
looks like Chicago,
It does.
as told to me through TV.
Exactly.
I mean, I think based on that I've been to Chicago and they've got trains, this is Chicago.
Okay, there we
Well,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty ornate train.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
about
mean,
the seizure
gotta
lights
know.
so much.
I
but
might not have been on the right trains there, but
The
you know.
funniest thing is looking around the room as the red is flashing, as it's bouncing off of everything,
It's
including
very-
the walls.
No, there's actually just an alarm in
Oh,
the
yeah.
room going off
Oh,
perfectly
that
in
makes
sync with
sense.
this.
It's
Yeah,
kind of a
did this game get it?
flash.
Yeah, did this game
It's
give
not
anyone
great.
seizures?
Yeah.
Didn't put a
Should
warning
there
on this
be
game.
like a?
This was
yeah.
back in the 90s before they realized that epilepsy existed. And there's like, oh, oops.
It's not very rapid, but it's like enough
Carp!
that I think it
Right,
might.
Someone
I feel
blew
like
it.
there was a point
It's the
before
switching
science
of
that it
that
was
stuff
like,
that-
that's
yeah.
your fault. Like,
Yeah, like,
you
oh,
know,
they just
I
got they just got a bad brain.
yeah, like, I feel like, yeah, now it's, you know.
Would something like that have been like classified as like some kind of aneurysm or something before? Like before they realized what it actually was?
No, they would have
You
called
think
it
if they don't know what a
vapors.
seizure is, they're going to know what an aneurysm is?
I mean,
Well, I mean, they know what like blood clots and things are. Like,
yeah, I really don't know what they would, like, I guess, like, even, because, like, so when I was in I was in 4th grade, my teacher had a seizure in
Oh my
our
God.
class, and it was her first one. It was not something that she
Oh,
knew
no.
she dealt with. Yeah.
Jeez.
And so
Yikes.
it was like, I just as a person who didn't know what one was and saw one
It
happen,
was Johnny
like
being
Rob,
a real
you-
character.
you really don't know. You just like,
It's like, what do I do? Oh
yeah,
God.
it was.
Teacher's having
Is
a
there
big
a materia on one of these train cars?
I think
Maybe.
maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
I
mean,
feel like
after
even
the
as an
initial
adult,
panic, we definitely you knock on Miss Gardner's door, who was
There's
the
like,
next door over, and we're like,
please come help.
just I don't
Yeah.
even know what we looked like. We were, I mean,
Did you guys see this Vincent Adultman motherfucker here?
it's really funny that
I like to
they-
think that every shifty character on these trains is just Reeve, just hanging out.
I think it's
early bird
funny
cameo.
when they have the facial hair though, since
You
like
actually
no one
don't
has
really even
mouths.
see Reeve that much in the game.
So like it's just like
No.
very awkward. Like it
Yeah.
looks more painted on because of not having a.
He's featured much more in the remake.
Oh, neat. I even at this point, I guess I'm a little closer to 34 than 33, but like even as a grown adult, I still do not know what I would actually do if someone started seizing up.
We should
I don't
probably
know.
do a first aid course.
Probably good. It'd probably be good.
There's
You just gotta clear the area because you can't do much to
Yeah.
stop it. You just gotta make sure they
Yeah.
don't hurt
You're
themselves.
Yeah,
supposed
give them
Mitigate
space.
risk
You're
around
supposed to
them.
try and depress their tongue so they don't swallow
No,
their
because they
tongue,
will
right?
bite your finger right
Yeah.
the fuck off.
Not with
You're
your
really
fucking
not-
finger.
you-
With
if
like a
you-
spoon or something.
If you have something, but like, when do you? You
Yeah.
know, there's not a lot.
That's supposed to be the.
Look at
Isn't
this
that supposed, that's
screwdriver
supposed to be
right
the? That's part of like the towel thing, right? You're not supposed to use a towel because that can
They
can suffocate them.
yeah.
But like that
I-
was
this-
the idea behind the towel. Of like that way they have something that can clench and also keeps their tongue in
If someone
place
is
too, and-
seizing, you're supposed to call 911.
Correct
that,
answer.
Yeah, like
for starters.
Disclaimer: anyone listening to this, just don't do anything we just said. Call
Yeah.
911. And
Oh, it's because it's them.
clear,
I forgot
clear
all
the
that.
area. I would clear the area though. Make sure they're not bumping into nothing.
You
can
call
suppress
911 first. You get someone else like, hey, get those chairs out of the.
And you suppress their tongue with a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
You call 911.
And you feed them a tasty pizza.
You get them as comfortable as they possibly can be in the
But
moment.
not
and
the
you just
pizza
kinda, like,
above
give them space
Midgar.
and
Move
reassure
it.
them and stuff.
It also depends on how severe it is. Like if it's a petite mall or grand mall.
Finally.
Right,
You know, like
right.
if they're
Gameplay.
Convulsing.
yeah.
That's different than if they're just like off.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true, but like
Well,
petite
Walk
malls,
into the
can't go that
lasers,
way.
you might not
Sephiroth.
even notice if
Yeah,
you're
should I
not
walk through
down,
those?
Right.
so- Well, you're obviously not. Never mind.
The wildest thing, and I know obviously space is the biggest limiter, but like it's so interesting to me with this and also Resident Evil, some of the earlier ones in particular, is like just how JPEGy everything that isn't a moving character is.
And also the moving characters.
Yep.
Also,
it's
the moving
all-
characters less so, but yes.
It's
just
all
like-
bad.
Well, at least in this game, they have different character sprites for the battle screen. You remember in
Yeah.
6 where, like, the bad guys were, like, fully rendered like dudes?
Yeah,
and
you
then
had the little
the little-
bloops.
Yeah, yeah. It was
I kind of
good.
like that though. I find it really jarring to
Time
have
to
different
fight Kefka.
map
Cartoon
characters
Kefka.
and battle
Big
characters.
scary Joker monster Kefka. And you're like, wait, what? No, hang on.
No, he's literally God.
Well, I mean, yes, but that was the one
Literally
that was the
God?
most.
He's
That,
literally God.
that's the one that
He
stood out to
is
me. Maybe
the god
most.
of that world.
Yes, that's the plot.
No, he's the god of our world.
He's
He
the
literally,
god
like-
of my
He's
world.
the god of
He's
planets.
not a god.
He has crowned himself and become the god of magic.
He essentially
Okay.
absorbed. Yeah,
He absorbed the
basically
3 other
claims
gods
all
and
magic.
is now God.
But he doesn't start off as god.
No,
he
he's
starts
just
off
a
as a
guy.
clown.
No, he starts off as a weird dude with a broken
Kefka
brain.
is one of the
Like all
very,
of us.
very few
Yeah.
Final Fantasy villains that is the bad guy from the start and is not being manipulated by another dude who is just like, he's just like, nope, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
I like being the bad guy, and I'm gonna be the bad guy. Gonna go be the
I
bad
like
guy
being
now.
the bad guy. I really do.
He's great. I love that character.
Love being
Yeah.
the bad guy.
Yeah, I don't know who put him in that position.
I
Because,
think,
like, the other bad guys aren't even really that bad.
So
Like,
he actually
no, they're all selfish,
He
and
used
it's
to
a time of
be-
mild discord among the like regions. But
he was the first to receive the Magitech enhancement. That's what drove him insane.
oh, is that what
So
it
he was already
Oh.
a high-ranking general or whatever.
But he
person
literally
in the army.
went crazy
Right, right,
from.
But he
the-
went crazy because he was the first Magitech experiment.
Well, there's 3 generals,
Interesting.
right? There's
Yes.
There's Kefka, Celeste.
Leo, and Celeste.
and
Leo refused the Magitech augmentation. Celeste got it, and it didn't go wrong.
right, and
It just made her a little emo.
I always said Sellers.
Yeah, so once Kefka
I
turned
never
evil, they
knew
should have
what to-
probably fired
yeah,
him from his position.
yeah.
Because there's someone above them, right? There's like a king.
Emperor
Like
Gasol,
Caesar or
yeah.
something?
That's right,
I don't
yeah.
know. That was weird.
And Leo
Celeste
dies.
makes a lot
But
of sense,
Kefka
though.
was
Is
so
it
effective,
C-E-L-E-S?
even
It is.
in evil mode, that
I think it's
Gasol
like
kind of
Ceres,
promoted him to his like
I think
right-hand
it's
man.
supposed to be an
Ceres
R.
too, yeah.
Is Gogo Gestalt or
I think
Leo?
I think that one might
Gogo's
be one of
neither.
those things.
It might be, yeah.
Gogo
Heavily
is
implied-
officially Gogo.
It's weird. A lot of those early ones
Wasn't
are
it
so
implied to be
ambiguous.
Gestalt for a while?
It was implied. I mean,
Whoa.
there's rumors about Gogo being tons of people, including Setzer's ex-girlfriend and like a bunch of other stuff. But like, it's Gogo was actually a character in 5. He's like a Gilgamesh type recurring dude. He's just Gogo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So what's he doing in the belly of a whale?
Yoshinori Kitase confirmed that he's just Gogo. He's in the belly of the Zone Eater, and no one really explains why.
Cool.
Hey, how long you been down
I
here?
feel like I know about as much as there is to know about Final Fantasy VI, and that one's just a big old question mark.
I think one of the neater things that happened with the Game Boy Advance remakes is that I think all of them added Gilgamesh somewhere
Yep.
in there. And the idea is that he's now reached a point where he's crossing dimensions between the games.
yeah,
It's kinda
the
fun.
same Gilgamesh, and he keeps jumping from
Yeah.
game to game. Yeah.
I love
Just
Gilgamesh.
as a
Which
result of
is-
the remakes, they've just retconned, not even retconned,
Yeah.
they've just decided that he's
Easier
reached
now.
back through those
Yeah.
dimensions too, yeah.
That's
Is
great.
it series? Like,
It might be serious.
No, it's meant to be like the name Celeste.
Is it-
It's
Is
Celeste?
it?
It's just shortened because they
Oh.
didn't have characters.
Oh,
That's my-
really?
That's my assumption. Yeah.
Isn't there
Oh.
also
Based
a
on
star
all
or
the other
star
choices
system
he
called
made.
Ceres?
Ceres is the largest non-planet thing in our solar system.
Yeah.
Well, it's also the Greek goddess Demeter, right?
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
Roman
yeah,
name
yeah,
for it?
Yeah.
Well, you can do more than 5 letters. Because Shadow's at least 6.
That's true.
Yeah, but you probably couldn't do TE. So they were probably like,
Yeah, I guess maybe you can
You
do
could
7.
still do
I could-
CELES.
Okay, all right. So first of all, so her name is
But
whatever it is, Celis Cher,
Yep.
Chere, which like you could see that you could maybe make that as like celestial,
and they're
and
well,
then
yeah.
kind of transliterate it weird.
the also thing. Well, remember they're all. It's meant to be an opera. They're all Italian or French names.
True.
Okay.
Setzer Gabbiani, Kefka Palazzo, Edgaroni Figaro. Celeste is an Italian
So
name.
the Japanese
Okay.
one is Serisu Sheru.
Where the fuck am I going then?
like
So
yeah.
Mog.
So
That sounds more like celestial.
A
even
Mog.
than-
Classic Italian name, Mog.
So Celis or Celis? It could be Celis.
I'm pretty sure it's Celeste.
I mean,
but
in the Japanese, it's Serisu. That's
so
the only
it's
reason.
Cerise. S-E, or it's in
Cerise.
Japanese. It is meant to be C-E-R-I-S-E. Cerise.
So Cerise or Celis. Oh,
But
man,
the way it
it's
was,
so-
but Terra
Oh.
was Tina, but they changed it canonically
So
to Terra
Cerise like the
for
color?
English. No,
Isn't Cerise a color?
I don't think so.
It's it comes from the word for cherry.
Yeah.
Maybe
but
that's
I think
true. I don't know
Yeah, I
about
think
Is,
it's.
C-E-R-I-S-E.
is Locke Cole Italian?
Yeah,
No,
it is. I think
he's
it
one
is,
of the,
Pinky Ready.
He's one of the other ones.
Realm. I don't remember Realm's last
Arani?
name. Arani? It is-
Yes.
What
And
about
that one
cow?
is Cerise. The color would be Cerise. It's entirely possible they were going for that.
Because
So-
that sounds like a French name, right?
Yeah.
For a word.
Cher
French
for a last
name for
name
a
too.
word.
Also,
Sure, yep.
Locke Cole actually kind of sounds
Share.
French.
also like a pinkish color and Cher at like as like a name is kind of an interesting pairing too.
So to Japanese ears, the name Tina sounded interesting and exotic.
Yeah.
But they decided that it sounded lame to American ears, so
Yeah.
they made her Terra. And they
Yeah.
actually, like, canonically, that is her name. Like, in all the Final Fantasy games that have come out, like,
Yeah,
the Dissidia ones, it's Terra. They don't, like,
Oh,
change it back.
that's-
So the FF6 ones have canonically different translated names.
Well, did we already
That's
mention
fair.
Cyan, though?
Localized
Because that's right there.
Cyan
I was
is
thinking between that and also you said Locke Cole.
his last name is Garamendi.
oh,
Yeah, but I mean, his first name is obviously a color.
color, yeah.
I was gonna say is like,
But
are
I don't
a bunch
remember
of them
what his
just
Japanese
colors?
name is, actually.
Because I could see Shadow also kind of sort of works, but
What's
like there could be like a
Well, he's got a
motif
real
of
name,
color
too.
names.
I can't remember it.
Jean.
His last name's Arani.
I'm gonna
Speaking
take
of
a
French
second and go on a little
colors.
deep dive here.
Is Gao a color?
Gao.
It's short for gouache.
Right?
Gouache.
I'm gonna
A
sound.
gauche,
I'm
which
gonna.
is French for left.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna feel dumb if this is not true, but I could swear that Gao is like Chinese for yellow or something. But I am probably
find out.
way off on that.
Oh,
It's like in Gundam Wing where all the pilots' names were just a different way of saying the number of their
Yeah.
Gundam.
Oh yeah,
and Ga
yeah,
is
yeah.
effectively a Pokemon. He's just
Man,
named Ga because
there's
he
like
just says
a lot of
Ga.
characters
Wow.
in Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
Wasn't the
you,
second
anyway.
guy's name Duo?
Yeah.
Like literally
Duo Maxwell.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then
Oh my God.
Let me know
Trace,
if you guys see where I'm meant to go, because
the guy with this
Oh, I thought you were
Troa.
just grinding.
Troa.
Oh.
Troa
so I
Barton.
went here.
Did you-
And then-
There
There's a
was
panel on the
Trace
left. Did you not
Kutranada,
see
but
it?
that was 13.
Go back.
I'm gonna feel stupid if it's just you talk to
Yeah.
the panel.
It's been a long time since I watched Gundam Wing.
I was
literally
obsessed,
says
so I remember a
we
lot
better
more
turn
than I
around.
Tiny
realized
hole.
that I remembered.
What's that?
I remember a lot more about
Wow,
Gundam Wing
the text box
right
is
now
cut
in this
off and
moment than I
everything.
realized I
Jesus.
remembered.
Sorry, everyone. That was a big waste of time.
I just want to see. There's
And
got to
who-
be a
who-
thing that's like
who piloted
name
Sandra?
origin.
It's quite. It's
Yeah, Katra.
Katra. Yeah.
There have been some
then-
interviews with Woolsey and the other guy for the GBA version where they talk about the name
Chinese
choices a
guy
little bit.
was the
Oh, yeah.
fifth
Okay.
pilot. Wu-Fei.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, I guess that doesn't. Unless
I
it's
don't-
Chinese. for
Okay,
five.
so yeah, no,
It
they're not all
is,
close.
it
So
is.
Gao is the Japanese
Um,
onomatopoeia for growling and snarling sounds made by large beasts such as lions and bears.
He's like a
And then the
Pokemon.
main character is
He
just
always
a
goes,
hero.
"Gow, gow."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You know?
He thinks he's
Hero.
a
Just a
lion.
hero. I
Exactly.
guess, I don't know.
Yeah. Also,
Plus,
like,
it's like a.
he
Let's
is
see if
for one in
Oh, is
certain
it-
things in Japanese. Like he
her. I don't know what
Totsu is,
to
like,
call her now because we've got
one
90 different
person.
pronunciations.
Celeste?
But I do
Etymology.
think he's the hero.
But, okay. Oh no. There's like
At least when you anglicize it. it's
two
like,
paragraphs
Yeah.
plus a little, so it's like, oh dear. Let's see. Possibly derived. So first of all, it starts with possibly derived. So all of this is just guessing by whoever made the wiki.
Yep.
From the Latin caeles, meaning celestial or heavenly, could relate it to Celeste, a female given name in Italian, French, and Spanish. That also means celestial or heavenly. Or additionally, sky blue in Spanish and Italian. Could provide a contrast to the English name of her foil protagonist, Terra, being earth or land.
Ooh, hell bubbles.
However, Terra was chosen for Tina's localization named by Woolsey, meaning Celeste's name wasn't originally meant to parallel Terra's.
Oh yeah.
It
We
just
just
but-
means that Woolsey is a smart
But
dude.
Woolsey picked both of them, yeah.
Yep.
He does shit like that.
I'm glad they changed it to Terra, because
And
Tina doesn't really sound like a
No,
Final Fantasy
Tina's a-
protagonist.
yeah.
Exactly.
Tina.
An alternative theory is that her name is
all these like
Ceres.
fantasy names, and then it's like, oh, that's Aunt Tina. She's
Yeah.
in our group also.
And she's arguably the main character of the game, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. An alternative theory is that her name is Ceres after the Roman goddess of fertility. Both of these etymologies are problematic because
they're not
Celis's
true.
Japanese name is Serisu, and Japanese tends to adapt classical Latin C as a K sound in all positions. For instance, the usual Japanese name for is that Ceres? Not Ceres then? The god of fertility?
It depends on how
It's
you pronounce it.
series for us.
Okay. 'Cause in
Us.
Japanese it'd be Keresu or
So-
Keresu.
what they were really trying to name her was
It's
Karen.
okay, Jesse.
What are they trying to name her?
Karen.
Tina?
Karen
But
and Tina.
Japanese,
Karen.
but Japanese Serisu
Karen
has
and
also
Tina.
been used to adapt
Love
other
it.
names like Celis with an
Feliz
S,
Navidad.
and Cerise, none of which are from classical Latin.
Or our names. Oh, fuck, there was an item there,
Kelos
too.
was a romanization
Sorry, guys.
prescribed for the name upon the original release of Final Fantasy VI in
Fun.
Japan.
I like this game of
did
let's
this
be
way.
So
really
basically-
thinking about this person's name.
Right.
So basically, all of us are at least 20% right and up to 80% wrong in all directions at the
That
same
sounds
time.
exactly like our batting average already.
Great.
So perfect.
Perfect.
I mean,
We're each
maybe
20%
they just came.
right and 80% wrong.
They
Differently.
landed on a name
Well,
that
there's five
meant
of us,
a couple
so if we
different
all
things,
put our
and they
20%
happened to.
Yeah.
together.
It's the biggest
yeah.
problem of like a text-based thing where it's like, oh, if you just put it on the page, then it's like, sweet. If I see those 5 letters, I know who it is. Yeah, how do you pronounce that name?
It's
I
like
don't know.
people who learn words from avid
From reading,
readers.
yeah.
Like I feel like there's a lot of like avid readers who like will say something and I'm
Mispronounce
like
something.
Yep.
weird because I thought you were the most smartest person I ever met in my life. And
Well, they're just-
Yeah, you see that word, you're like, wait, what did
They
you
just
just
learned
say?
it
What
from-
did you just- what word?
They just learned it from reading rather than
Yeah.
speech.
You look like you're in like blue lava. You just jump down. Game over.
Burned your butt.
I hate these pre-rendered maps.
They're kind of hard to
You're gonna have a
navigate.
hard
They
time
can
with this
really-
game then.
Oh, I know. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
At least you don't have tank controls.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
God.
I am grateful for that,
I
actually.
like these guys in red.
They
Red
look
Greninjas.
sassy now.
Yeah.
Oh man,
They really make me think of Greninja.
Red Ninja.
I can see that. They kind of have because the shoulders are big, so it makes their arms look like they get skinnier.
Yeah.
And they got, like, weird-
it's that weird
Oh, it's
stance.
the-
It's the
yeah.
stance.
That's a weird way to stand.
Yeah.
What are those dudes supposed to be? Are they soldier units also?
They're kind of like robot soldiers, I think.
We better add
there anything
someone
up
to
that
our
ladder?
party in the next 20 minutes because I'm going to be pissed if we don't get to name someone this episode.
I'm hurrying.
We're done naming people for a while.
No, I don't think so.
Character.
I was
Not
gonna say we
Sonanaki.
only get to name 6 more people.
We haven't
in the
named
entire
Aerith yet,
game,
guys. We
so
haven't named Aerith yet.
Didn't we?
Nope.
Oh, we didn't.
No,
We just met her.
And we'll meet if I can make it to the end of this reactor in the next 11 minutes. We might be able to do
Well,
it.
Aerith doesn't count.
What? We still got to name her.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
We'll
we
name her
ha-
blank.
We're gonna name her 404.
Oh, that's right. We didn't
Character
end
not
up with
found.
Aerith.
Aerith.
I thought.
I am a little bummed about Aerith.
It was a great idea, but it wouldn't have been as funny without the apostrophe.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
stand
think
by it.
that was an issue at all.
I
I don't think it was an issue.
Jeff is a totally fine.
We
like,
can
second
name
choice.
Yuffie Air isn't.
Good. Okay. Deal.
It's
Oh,
still true.
God.
Actually, that's one. Because I've heard Yuffie and Yuffie for years and years.
I call
Yeah,
her Yuffie.
I think it's
but-
Yuffie.
I think it's Yuffie.
I think Kingdom Hearts actually calls her Yuffie. Like,
where am I going?
spoke
Out
up.
loud.
You're going
yeah.
down. You're right.
You know what I love
weird
about the
'cause you
Switch
got two
version?
Fs.
You can shut off random encounters when you're not sure where you're going.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh, really?
sweet.
How does
Really?
that affect leveling though?
Yeah,
Like,
that's.
Honestly, the
Well, you
game's
can grind if you
fairly
want.
easy, and yeah, you can just turn them on. But like when you're specifically like trying to find your way around these stupid maps, and you're like, "Where the fuck am I?"
Yeah.
It's super nice. Okay.
So there's a Switch that's just this game,
Max
not-
Repel.
what?
not the remake.
I went to high school with Max.
Sorry.
Repel.
Yes, on the Switch, this version of the game is
Okay.
there with some modest upgrades, including
Yeah.
fast forward and turn off encounters.
This is still on the PlayStation Classic, and we're gonna do the whole thing on there. I think the same way
Yeah.
we do for all our other classic ones.
Wait,
so.
you can turn off encounters? That seems like cheating.
In the Switch one, yeah. It's not cheating.
It kind of seems like
I
cheating.
like the tentacles. I think they're
you,
cute.
You pay the price of not being as high leveled as you normally would
I
be.
can't tell how many eyes they have.
Looks like one.
Right? That's what I'm
Yeah, but
trying
you
to
can
figure
just go
out.
grind in
dogs?
an area with easy enemies, and then
But they're
turn
really
off.
cute.
They
That's
do
true.
look cycloptic, yeah.
It's
What it
like-
really does is just saves time.
It's like if like kitties' tails came off their heads and not their butts.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I love them.
Adorable.
It's like
Interesting.
a little.
Yuffie's last name is literally just the Japanese name for the month of February.
Yuffie February?
That's it.
Yeah.
You February.
Weird.
What's
Kisaragi?
it? Yeah, Kitsuragi or something.
Oh, hilarious. Yuffie is one of the few characters to retain a true Japanese name in the English versions across all Final Fantasy games. The only modification made to Yuffie's full name is that the developers anglicized the name by adding a second F and an E to the spelling of her original Japanese given name Yuffie, which is just Y-U-F-I.
Well, that's why the pronunciation
So
is
it's Yuffie.
Yeah.
It is Yuffie,
I'm not
yeah.
surprised that they didn't change the name, though, because Wutai is supposed to be like Japan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do think
Whoa.
it's weird that they added the second
Yeah, right.
F though, because I feel like
Yeah.
that alerts someone who reads and speaks
As
English.
Yuffie.
Right,
Yeah.
to shorten
In
the vowel.
French, it's a little bit better. They go Y-O-U-F-F-I-E.
Yuffie.
So
Oh,
it's
that's way rough.
Yuffie. Like
Y-O-U?
suis
I mean, but you get like souffle is a similar
It's like
spelling.
je suis
I'm surprised
Yuffie.
it's not like Y-O-E-U, like Yuffie, like
Something, yeah.
So this
And there's
speaking,
some X's at the end for some
speaking
reason.
French is making me think of Muzzy. But
Je suis un jeune fille.
yeah, but we were talking about Muzzy the other day in our kitchen, and then like an hour later, Instagram fucking advertised Muzzy to
No
me, which
shit.
still exists. That
One.
was already like
Oh my
what,
God.
but also like why? What?
Yeah, it really is
is
listening,
that,
huh?
is that Biggs or Jesse?
It's Tifa. And
No, not speaking. The one on the ground.
Biggs.
it's Dad. It's Tifa's dad.
This is a
Oh,
It's
this
a
is a
flashback.
flashback.
Oh, yeah,
yes. I was like, wait, this is supposed to be a flashback.
You'll
Then.
notice that Tifa's wearing a
Then, yeah, 'cause
cowboy
I was
hat
like,
and
that
holding a
looks
mass
more like
immune.
Biggs, but Biggs doesn't die
I
here.
can't tell that based on this image.
What? This high fidelity.
I can't
Look,
tell
this-
any of that.
This
based
smudge here is Tifa.
Yep.
And this weird pile
She's
of
wielding a
blocks.
one
Those
pixel
two-
wide
Small
weapon.
gray rectangles are a sword. This is a flashback of Tifa's bad day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she looks
The
cute in her
no
hat.
good,
Tifa's bad
awful,
day.
very bad day.
Yeah,
What's
exactly. Damn, man, gotta hold yourself.
Thanks, Raspberry.
You all right?
Yeah, it's just Sephiroth is super whiny. No, forget
Oh, it's
Come on, let's hurry.
honorable mention goes
That's
to I forget who had said that they've done this before, but apparently, like, just naming every single character Sephiroth.
I have done that.
You've
It
done
is
that.
awful. Nothing makes any sense.
Everything becomes
It's like
entirely
cool for a minute,
incomprehensible.
and then you're like, what have I done?
So, like, it was kind of okay until you get out of Midgar and get to that small village.
Yeah.
And you go to the house, and then Cloud's like, let me tell you all about Sephiroth.
Oh
And it's just like, what the fuck is happening?
That is one of my
no.
favorite parts of the game, and I bet that was hilarious.
Jesus
You
Christ.
could name every character Zach too. I bet that would be funny.
Oh,
I
God.
think it's funny that you like the name Zach.
No, there is a
in-game
character.
reason.
Okay, okay.
Name every character in
I mean, I
the
guess
game.
we're spoiling
spoiler,
everything else,
but-
right?
No,
Like-
you can spoil everything because
So-
I'll put a thing
Yeah.
on the screen because this is maybe the most actual spoiler that remains in Final
yeah,
Fantasy
you can
VII,
bleep that
but-
if you want.
Yeah, that's
Not
probably
full
Bleep
fair.
details.
I just needed to know.
It's more complicated
for
than
a game
that,
like this.
but-
It's like it's an old enough game that doesn't really matter, but it's also like, all right, everybody knows about Aerith and everybody knows about vague
know-
stuff with Sephiroth,
yeah.
but that is one of the few things that's like legitimately like perhaps one of the biggest driving forces of the game. Yeah, where
You
just
know
go
who
like, wait.
didn't know about Aerith?
Yeah.
Ian.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
He played through the fucking remake
Oh no.
and was and still didn't know
yeah, because it doesn't get
because
that
it doesn't
far
get there.
yet. Yeah.
And so he's like, now I'm gonna replay through the old game, and I was like, cool. Hey, don't look anything up.
Right.
Yeah. Just
So he
Go.
actually experienced that
Wow.
last year. This year.
Jesus. Yeah. In
Ian,
2020.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, but don't bother looking for Aerith's ultimate weapon.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
It does exist in the game.
It does
Oh, it
exist.
certainly does.
You can get it.
I have
can
played
get it.
one file where I maxed her out limit break wise and weapon wise,
Yep.
and it did make the pyramid
Yeah.
super easy.
Nice.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Her final limit's crazy. It's like a full heal and invincibility for several rounds and cures all status ailments.
I think I remember reading a rumor that, like, in early versions of the game, you were going to be able to not bring her back to life, but like her spirit would assist you in like the final battle, or,
which is like the
final
whole
area.
reason she's got all these extra things going on.
right? Because like,
'Cause you
yeah,
can
I
get
would
that
love that power in the fucking well. or
Because I
whatever it's
think
called.
you can get her ultimate weapon after
Later.
everything too. Like, even though you have no use for it
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You can still
Where,
find
I wonder where you get it.
You
I
can
can't
sell it.
remember.
Probably. I mean, well, you can't really do anything else
Hunk of
with
junk.
She's actually really good in the remake too.
it. Nice.
Yeah, I don't remember where you get her final weapon from.
She's
Or
a
even
good
when-
character in general. I just like. I had a roommate in college who literally played 7 and 8
Yeah.
alternatively for all 5 years that we were there.
Nice.
Who?
Matt.
Nice.
So like I watched him play 7 like 3 times and 8 twice.
Jesus.
Eight's pretty good. I feel like eight gets a lot of shit.
8's a dark horse.
But he would
It's
just never even use
more
Aerith. He would
experimental.
just shelve her immediately. And I'm like, like the healing abilities are kind of useful.
Yeah.
Nah,
The
man.
experiment in 8 was to see if sexy boys were going to pay off, and
Oh,
it
man.
worked. So
I think the junction system was a very risky call for their whole.
When I finally figured it out on disc 4, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It just takes a long ass time to like get.
It also is super easy to break though.
It
you
is.
can super
Oh
spam
boy,
it.
yes.
I
Well, it's
feel
just like you get to a certain point and you draw, I think Meltdown was the spell, and you just affix Meltdown to everything. It's just the
Yeah.
best spell to affix to every stat.
And of
It's
course,
like,
there's the
okay.
Ultima font that you can get to near the end.
I
All
never
right,
played
guys.
much of 8.
Get-
I would always just get to triple triad and just
Gary
play
Lee's
that
cool,
for hours.
cool mini game. Nope.
Oh.
All right, hold on. It's a rhythm game with no sound.
Well, to be fair, why are they all doing this?
ready and go?
It's like, are we doing the
let's
wave?
do the wave, but not at all.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's a bug or they're actually just like kind of like winking and nodding at you, but in the remake, this is fucking impossible. There's like a problem with it. And so even when you do it in time, it doesn't work. And you have to do it like 8 times.
Oh my
And
god.
everyone I know had the same exact
Maybe
experience.
it's intentional. Maybe they intentionally make sure that you can't get it until you've done it at least like 4 times.
Yeah,
I do think it might be something like that just as a
That's
nod.
really
Yeah,
funny.
that's fucking
Because
hysterical.
everyone I talked to had the exact same experience and we're like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Pocky,
I used to love going to That's Entertainment in Worcester. Going and looking at a bunch of games I couldn't afford, and then buying one thing of Pocky and being like, "Well, I guess I've got this though."
Yeah, Pocky was the only thing I could afford at anime stores when I was little, so.
Ooh, eat a spider web.
We're here
Oh.
now.
I always thought a Phoenix Down would have been a really nice comforter.
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, yeah.
Be very warm.
Oh,
Li-
yeah,
I was-
that makes sense.
Trying to
Yep.
be less fat and shitty.
Got there first.
I
It would be really
You
warm.
want to be more healthy. Let's, like,
Whoops,
re-fucking
see, I did that
frame
thing again
that,
where I
okay?
said Ben's
All
joke
right,
right after
Doc.
Ben said it. Only Ben didn't hear me, so it wasn't as funny.
What? I'm sorry.
What-
Oh, I said the same joke as you again, but this time on purpose.
a twap.
They were ready for you. Oh, no, this guy's got heavy
I
shoes.
fucking love this theme song, though.
First name President, last name Shinra.
Prezi Shinra?
Prezi Shinra.
He's very short.
Why is the president here?
Only my friends call
No,
me
he's
Prezi.
just far away, Rick.
He's got no knees. And he looks like he's wearing his pants
he's like Hank
backwards.
Hill's
It looks
dad.
like he's everything is bad.
He
Yeah.
looks like he's standing backwards, but he put his glasses on the
Cotton.
back of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is his name Cotton or Clay? I feel like those are two
Cotton.
South names.
God, I think. Avalanche.
Yeah. We just
It's
name our
pronounced
kids
Ava-
after our best
It's pronounced
exports.
avalanche, actually. It's I know it's
Avalanche.
It's pronounced Avalanche!
yeah, right. All caps.
Oh, you.
Oh,
You're the
you.
one who
Soldier
went
join
children.
Avalanche!
Also,
Tell me,
That's
traitor,
like the
what
teacher
was your
from
name?
Daria.
my name is Sephiroth.
I've been wanting to go back and watch that whole series. Is it on any screens?
Hulu, I think. Because I rewatched all of it
Forgive me for asking.
last year.
Last year I
We've got
got
Sephiroth,
sad
Sephiroth,
world.
Sephiroths.
Boom, look.
Sephiroxin.
Unless you become
What?
another Sephiroth.
Sephiroxin.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's it. Eris's name is going to be Sephirox. Sephirox 420.
Also, this scene would be great for that. Is like, what's your name? Sephiroth.
Yeah.
You can't expect me to remember those names unless you become another Sephiroth.
Yeah,
Like,
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
He was brilliant.
brilliant. Maybe too brilliant.
You All right, I have this. I bought it on Steam. I'm
Yeah,
playing a game, and
you
I'm going to do
gotta.
it all with Sephiroth.
Oh,
Proud of you.
you got to take some like screen caps of like
Yeah, the
the
good ones.
funniest like moments.
Such
for
a waste
that.
of good fireworks. Just to get rid of vermin like you.
Also, I gotta love
Vermin!
that Cloud has like cast iron balls for stepping forward, and be like, I figured we'd see each other sometime, and the president of fucking all of this
okay,
is
don't
like,
press
oh,
anything.
I remember you. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what?
So, King Vermin, is that like a rat king?
Oh, it is a
Wow,
rat
that
king.
brings
And
it
Yeah.
back.
also, is that Shup or Shoop?
Sure.
It's actually a really strong contraction for shove it up your ass.
Oh, okay.
So shut up,
For
jackass.
we've
Just
seen
shove
that
it
for
up your ass,
raspberry,
jackass.
all apostrophes are just extended vowels.
I also don't know what Shinrari are, but
Shinra.
King Vermin is my new band name.
Well, I'm kind
That's
of
Kate
just like,
Sith.
now I'm just
Shinra.
wondering, is Raspberry just Cockney? Like, shut up!
Oi,
Shut up,
mate.
I ain't even started with you yet!
This is the part where we all show off our awful
mine was
content.
fine.
give him the boomerang. Don't give him the boomerang. Oh, you're right, Crocky.
Oh my god.
You're also just like willfully in a different
that
country.
noise?
Uh-oh.
The hell is this?
Oh no, a tiny car.
Oh my god.
It's Robotnik!
Airbuster.
no.
A vacuum. I think that every time I see him.
Meet Auric. And now you can take the
Yeah.
Auric challenge.
Oric. I said Orkin the other day. That was wrong. Also, here's my toy helicopter.
Again, it's Robotnik.
That thing is such
We
a.
couldn't possibly fit a person in here.
That looks like an RC chopper
Yeah.
that was just like whoop. We just made it bigger.
Yo, Sephiroth.
Also, he sounds more Cockney calling him Sephiroth now to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Oh,
Hey,
Sephiroth.
Rob.
No, it's just a machine.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Is this the first? Is this the
back.
first?
No, I think we heard it on the Scorpion, but we were just talking too much.
No, we
No,
had,
the Scorpion has the red.
This is the reactor theme for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the first time.
Hey.
Rear
Butt gun.
Poop. He got shit on me.
Braver.
Oh So this is braver,
That's a
like
lot of
Sephiroth
damage.
safer.
Yeah,
Is that-
I know you use
Braver
braver, but you
Sephiroth?
probably should use bravest.
he hasn't learned bravest yet.
Oh,
He's
okay.
getting there. He's got like a RoboCop face.
Braver warriors.
So is it actually supposed to be Baraf?
Brerif Cloud. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't Tifa's limit break so you have to put in like fucking Hadoken codes?
I think
Non-operational.
so. Yeah, you actually do fighting game shit.
Wow. Games have really gotten a lot less slow in the last 20 years.
I mean,
Well, yeah, real-time combat helps.
ATB, yeah.
Yeah. That.
That's the one thing about the remake that I'm hesitant about. I mean, I'm still gonna play it, but like,
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, combat's gonna be weird. Not
Oh, it's
being
it's
turn-based.
great. I actually really like it. I think
So-
we do a good job of mixing. What?
Whoa.
Well, yeah, hitting him with the braver when he was turned around is like a huge
Okay,
chunk
so
of
I
damage.
cheated basically.
It just worked out.
So
That's awesome.
if it's anything
I mean, I knew
like-
that.
Yeah.
So from what I understand, 7
That's the
battle
speedrun
system
strat.
is an extension of 15's, which was already pretty active, and that one's also an extension off of 13, which was fairly active, and that was an extension off of 12, which wasn't as active, but more MMO-y, but each one has gotten progressively more like
Yeah.
Devil May Cry-ish.
It's gonna vote. Let's go, Geoff.
Raspberry, can't you do something?
Not a
Well, I
damn
can
thing.
shoot
But
him.
it's
What
a
is that? What
period,
you want
though,
me to
so it's
do?
like,
I don't.
Not a damn thing.
Please
Sephiroth.
don't die.
You can't die. There's still so much I want to tell you. No, that sounded like Jeff.
Well, okay, get a rope or something then.
I know, Jeff.
Hey, you gonna be all right?
Oh my God.
I don't know if I can hold on.
Dot.
Oh, you worry about yourself. So
Take care of Jeff.
All right, peace.
All right, I'm out.
Stop talking like this is the end.
All right, fine. See ya.
Then
I love that you can just read him as being super dismissive. It's like, right, we're out of here.
All right. What, come on, let's
She,
come on.
she had a
face is
mouth
gonna
there
melt
to be
off.
surprised with.
oh no.
Yeah.
I fell off the pizza.
Right. Also, Klaus is like, don't talk like this at the end. I'm only going to drop 500 feet into. I can't see. I don't know what.
That hedgehog.